Hey guys, we are back with some more Golden Knights Eastside Hockey Manager, and I was just taking a look at our roster, and more importantly, I was taking a look at our record: 12, 20, and 3. We're already at 20 losses at this point in the season, December 21st. I think it's the tank is officially on. However, as I was saying, I was looking at our roster, and I was also looking at our finances. The salary floor is at 55.4 million. We are at 55.5 million, meaning we cannot make any trades until the draft. So, because I tried going into free agency to see if we could sign somebody for cap, but that's not how it works in this game. So, yeah, we pretty much have to roll the rest of the season with this team, and then the players that we were going to trade at the deadline or now or whenever we wanted to, we unfortunately can't due to the salary floor. But what we will do is we'll sign them to a contract, and then we'll trade the ones we wanted to trade at the draft. So the ones I was going to trade were Lucas Spiza, David Perron, James Neal, Braden McNabb, Jason Garrison, and Derek Engeland. And I'm talking about all the guys on the 1-year contracts. And then the guys who were staying, and again, all 1-year contract guys: Shea Theodore, Colin Miller, Jonathan Marchessault, John Merrill, William Karlsson, and William Carrier. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to sign all those guys now, just so that we could get that out of the way. Derek Engeland, he does not want a contract at the moment. Jason Garrison, let's see. He wants 5 years. I'm going to give him 2, see if he'll accept that. I'll give him 4.7, just a little extra incentive here. There you go. I'll send that to him. William Karlsson, huge part of the future here. 3.62. What kind of season is he having? He's a 15-point scorer. I feel like he'll be better, obviously, once the team gets better. So I'll give him 3 years at 3.7. Extra incentive of 75,000. There you go for William Karlsson. That looks good. Jonathan Marchessault, he's on a 700. He's on a entry level deal still. It looks like, and he wants 3.6. What's his season look like? 18 points, 7 average rating. Yep, we can definitely do that for him. We could do. We'll go with the standard 3 years, I suppose, and a 75,000 signing bonus. That looks good. Braden McNabb, I will try to sign so we can trade him at the draft. He does not want to sign. All right, that's fine with me. John Merrill, 1.4. That looks good for you. Colin Miller, let's see. He wants 2.4 per year. What is his year looking like? 6.82 average rating, -9. I'll give you 2 years at 2.6. And we could kind of throw around the money here a little bit since we're pretty much at the cap floor. James Neal, obviously, 23 points, 7.37 average rating. I'll give him what he wants, even though we're probably trading him at the draft. But, still good to get him locked up so that maybe we can, get a better deal for him. David Perron, I'll give him 5 years. I want to try to negotiate a little bit there, 4.2 per year. I'll give him an extra 10,000 signing bonus. Lucas Spiza, let's see. I will give you, okay, he doesn't want to sign a contract, that's fine. And Shea Theodore, let's see. He wants about 2 mil per year. I will give him just that. 50,000 signing bonus. There you go. Okay, so that's every one of the contract guys for right now taken care of. Let's simulate, I guess, as far as we can in this video, because there's no real trades that we can really make for right now since we're pretty much at the cap floor, and I don't want to be making any trades to improve the team for right now because we're just not in the position to do that. I just want to keep the tank going as long as we can. So Miller signs, Merrill signs, and Neal signs. That's good. And a 5-1 win for the Boston Bruins over the Red Wings. We do not have a game until, the game against the Capitals. That's good. All right. William Karlsson signs 4 years. That's nice. Good to know. And we have a 4-2 loss against the Capitals. Yeah, all right. So we're really starting to see the weakness of this team, as we are already at 21 losses, and it is not even January. So severe career milestone for Perron. Career point total is at 400. Very nice. And Brayden McNabb is out for 2 weeks. I'll put him on the 7-day IR. And that is just about it for that. All right, come on. Come on, game. You can do it. There you go. So we tie up Carrier. We got Perron back. And of course, I've signaled my intent to trade him. So we will put in Nate Schmidt for Brayden McNabb. And yeah, we'll do the best lines there. Confirm. And a game against the Ducks on the 28th. I believe the roster freeze will have ended at that point. All right, so a 4-3 win for the Sabres over the Flyers. Bunch of youth players being recommended. Career milestone for Gostis Bear. No trade period ends. Yep. Erik Karlsson. That's going to get confusing after a while. Another loss, and that'll be a 3-4 loss against the Ducks. Our record is now at 12-22-3. Pretty brutal first season for the Golden Knights. And there's a win against the LA Kings, 3-1. But not to much avail, as we are, I would imagine, dead last in the NHL. 29 points in the West. Yep, we are 31st in the NHL. So, all right, good. We got Garrison and Theodore back. Shut up, phone. I should probably mute that right now. Hold on 1 second. There we go. That's better. And let's see if anyone... William Carrier out for a month. Not good. We'll put him on the 24-day IR, the long term there. Not a good injury, especially for a younger player. Actually, what was the injury? I just saw the length. I didn't see the actual injury, what the actual injury was itself. Okay. So, a fractured arm. Ooh, okay. Scratch him. I will put in... We're going to have to call someone up. All right, so forwards. Heike, and that is quite the picture there for Heike. And Stefan Matteau, Tomas Nosek, Brendan Peary, Pulkkinen. I think we'll call up Nosek. Give him a chance. I remember we sent him down earlier before the season started. Gerard Gallant's contract is going to expire. Let's see. Do I want to renew him? Yeah, I guess I'll renew him for now. So, yeah, I could always terminate him later if we need to. But right now, while the team's rebuilding, I think it's best that we just have some consistency with the coaches, just so that, players who are going to be here over the next few years can get used to them. And then once we have a good roster, if we're still not working out, then maybe at that point we can fire the coach. But I like to be very lenient with my coaches. So Anglin, Legis, I will sign some of these minor league guys as well. Yep, there you go. Brandon Peary, let's see, what does he want? He wants 2.5. That is not happening for a minor league player. Clayton Stoner, I would imagine he wants a big contract too. Yeah, 1.25. Tomas Heike. Yeah, sure. Nosek. Sure. Pulkkinen. Sure. Oscar Dansk. I'll hold off on him for right now. Tobias Lindberg, let's see. Yep, sure. Spiza. 2.5. He doesn't want to sign as of right now. Chris Casto. I'm not going to sign him. Stefan Matteau. Yep. And Paul Thompson. 7.1 for average rating. I will sign him, but he wants a big boy contract, so no thank you. All right, player of the week is Patrick Kane. And the Canucks with a 2-0 win over the Kings, I believe I saw. And there's a 2-1 win over the Maple Leafs. So that's pretty good. And once again, we're gonna go as far as we can here. And that actually didn't take too long to load. I was surprised about that. Antoniemi is the player of the month. Rookie of the month is Brock Besser. Offensive player of the month is Steven Stamkos. And defensive player of the month is Jacob Markstrom. So the Blackhawks with a 5-1 win over the Flames, and they're looking good, 38-3. Milestone for Holden, poking in signs, that's good. And the mid-season rankings have shown up for the draft, so let's check on that. David Conti, do your thing. And then let's see. This guy was scouting the Golden Knights, so we'll send him out once again. See if anything's changed. And I believe this guy, he was scouting the minor league team, so we'll do that once again. What's the minor league team? Chicago? Chicago. Yes, Chicago Wolves. All right. So game against the Predators coming up right here. And do they have a back-to-back? Doesn't look like it. Kind of hoping they would. Just so I can see what we're up against. Tobias Lindbergh signs. And they're going to have a 4-2 victory against us. We are 14-23-3. Once again, not looking too good. I mean, obviously, we don't really even have to make any trades to do the tank because the team's already tanking, already doing a good job tanking anyway. So, I think we just keep the team the same until the draft, and then that's when we do a bunch of our big moves, you know. So that's why I kind of just want to get as far as possible here. I may even go past the trade deadline. I may even just go to the end of the season, to be honest. Might cut some stuff out just so we could keep the video short. 4-1 win over the Black. Wow. Okay. Trend continuing all of a sudden of winning against the good teams. Legacy signs. Blackhawks appear to be on a little bit of a slide there. They have lost 2 in a row. They lost one against the Oilers just there. McGill and Gallant accept contract offers. It's good to know. And that is a win against the Rangers. So we are all of a sudden getting a few points here, and I'm starting to get a little bit concerned in terms of the tank. So has Malcolm Subban played in a while? Yeah, he had a little stretch right there. But, you know, I think I want to give him some more games just so we can continue the tank a little bit. Because obviously he's not as good as Fleury. So let's keep going. And a 4-3 victory over the Blues. Or for the Blues, over the Panthers, I should say. God, cannot talk some of these times. And the Oilers look like they're in some turmoil there. 20-7, just at 500. Perron is out for a week. That's always nice. Thigh contusion. And a trade proposal between the Maple Leafs and Avalanche not confirmed. Oh, and involving Tyson Barrie, I think I saw. And that's going to be another win for the Golden Knights. What the heck is going on here? We're now in 14th all of a sudden. As soon as I mentioned tank, of course, the team actually wants to perform better. So I don't know what's going on with that, but the boys better put together a losing streak here. There you go, 5-3 loss against the Edmonton Oilers. They're picking it up in a little bit. And let's see what happened there. I kind of sped through that. 5-1 win for the Capitals over the Blue Jackets. And 5-1 win for the Sabres over the Lightning. We have a game against the Predators once again. I expect a loss. And no, that is going to be a win. Well, actually, the Predators, we have relatively the same record. 18-24-3 and 18-24-4. Baron resumes practice. Career milestone for Marchessault with the 100 point of his career. And then let's see what else is going on. What else is going on? The Canadians beat, and see the team. Game against the Lightning, we're going to be shut out. That makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is that the Lightning are in ninth. So that's pretty weird. Game against the Panthers, 5-2 loss. All right, we're starting to put up the big losses once again. That's good. I'd prefer to put the losses up against the Pacific Division teams as well. But any loss is a good loss when you're tanking. So against the Hurricanes, that's going to be a win in OT. So I don't know what to make this team with winning against some of those teams, but as long as we could just keep the tank relatively on track, then I'm okay with it. That is going to be a 4-3 loss to the Blue Jackets in a shootout. And the Blue Jackets are apparently terrible as well. 15, 27, and 10. They might actually have less points than we do. So if I check here, we have 42. They have 40. Yeah, they do. They have less points than us. Okay. That does not make sense. But whatever. Game against the Islanders, 5-2 loss. There you go. We are not yet at 20 wins either. We are at 27 losses in regulation, nonetheless, before February. So there is no doubt at this point that we're not making the playoffs. It's just a matter of how far can we take the tank. So let's see. 2-3 victory for the Blackhawks over the Ducks. And we have a 4-3 victory over the Wild. So that is our 20th win of the season right there. Carrier resumes practice. That's good to know. We'll get him some games. He's young. We need to play him. Who's been performing pretty badly here? Tomas Nosek. We'll definitely get him out of here. Put Carrier in. Best lines. It appears we have a vacancy on the right wing. Well, I guess we'll get Nosek back in there. That's probably because Riley Smith. But Smith has been out for a long time, hasn't he? Oh, yeah, he's back. He's back. So we will put... Do I want to put him back in there, though, for the tank? Yeah, I have to. We'll do this one more time. There you go. Subban back in there. And let's see what happens. And there's a 5-1 loss versus the Flames. Cannot complain. That's what I asked for, and that's what we're getting. So that's good. We're now in February. Player of the month is Alexander Ovechkin. Rookie of the month is Leon Draisaitl. Okay, not sure why that is, but Ovi is the offensive player of the month, and Erik Karlsson is the defensive player of the month. There's a 3-5 loss against the Jets. Looking like a little bit more consistent on the losses now, so that's good. Team USA to appoint general manager. You know what? We'll try for it. I've never gotten this job in a YouTube series, but we'll try for it. Sure. Why not? I mean, the Golden Knights aren't doing too well right now, so we may as well try to do something with the USA, eh? All right, so Schmidt resumes practice. I don't know if he was playing. I don't think so. I'll check real quick. He was doing better than England. So actually, our defensive core is a little beat up right now. Although we now have 24 players on the roster, so we're gonna have to send someone down here or trade someone. It looks like it's gonna be Nosek. All right, there you go. And so that is 5 defensemen. But okay, so we must have a forward playing D then. Yeah, William Carrier. Okay, so we're gonna who are we gonna scratch here? So at forward we'll scratch Lindbergh. Then we'll get Carrier at forward. Come on, Carrier, go to forward. All right, we'll put Colin Miller in there. See what that does. There we go. Now that is looking better. We'll get Subban back in there. Once again, want to continue the tank as much as we can. And a game against the Capitals coming up on the 4th, and we're already at 20 minutes. So you know what? I'm going to speed the rest of this up since we're intending on losing for the rest of the season. I'm going to go the rest of the season. I'm not even going to stop at the trade deadline because there's literally nothing we can do. And I will see you guys at the end of the season. Team USA appoints Jay Feaster as general manager. Okay. Hey, just thought I should pop in and mention that even this game stops for the Olympics. Russia won against Canada in the final. And yeah, just thought I'd show that. All right, accidentally skipped over this. The player of the month is Alexander Barkov. The rookie of the month is Brock Besser. Offensive player of the month is Nikita Kucherov. And the defensive player of the month is Tuukka Rask. All right, so the player of the month is Jamie Benn. Rookie of the month is Brock Besser. Jamie Benn is the offensive player of the month, and Martin Jones is the defensive player of the month for April, or for March, I should say, going into April. Team USA to appoint general manager once again. Let's try one more time here. For the Slovak Cup, it looks like. All right. Team USA appoints George McPhee as general manager. Oh, the guy I replaced in Vegas. Oh, dear. All right, well, it's the last day of the season now anyway. April 11th. Final game against the Blues. Here we go. That's going to be a 4-1 loss. And our final record is 28-45-9. That is terrible. So let's see the final standings. We sit with 65 points last in the Western Conference. And is it good enough for last in the NHL? Yes, it is. We have the best odds at the first overall pick. So that's very nicely done right there, boys. And we're going to end it right there. I will simulate up to the off-season off-screen. So meaning after the Stanley Cup is won. And we'll go over all the awards. We'll see who won the Stanley Cup. We'll see the playoff tree. We'll see all the final stats. Actually, you know what? I'll do that right now really quick for the regular season anyway. So you guys can take a quick look, see who should be traded in the offseason at the draft. Let me know everything because we are done with season number 1, heading into season number 2, and more importantly, the first draft. Well, I guess not in franchise history technically because it already happened. But the first draft of this GM mode. So let me know what we should do, and I'll see you guys in the next one.